So I just got back from Red Alder Fiber Arts Retreat in Tacoma, Washington over Valentine's Day weekend, and we had such a good time. So let me tell you all about it. Hello and welcome back to the Knit Life Oils YouTube channel. Okay, so let's get into all things Red Alder. So, Red Alder Fiber Arts Retreat used to be known as Morona Fiber Festival, Fiber something or another. And I knew about it for a long time, and then I finally went up there for the first time last year. We just went to visit. And so then this year, since it's only a 2-hour drive from me, we decided to do a booth for Twice You're Cheap, and so I stayed there the whole weekend. I got to spend so much time with all my friends, and it was so good. Yeah, it was super fun. So I will tell you, I did not take nearly enough pictures. Usually I take way more pictures than this, but I was doing the booth and all of those things, and I was just really hanging out with my friends. So it was really cool. Okay, so we drove up on Wednesday to set up because the marketplace started on Thursday. So Wednesday, I drove with my friend Becca. She was my booth buddy for the weekend. She is Radiant Beans on YouTube and Instagram. And we had such a good time. I showed up at her house and I was like, okay, I'm going to continue being a chaos queen and you're going to make sure we don't die. And she goes, okay. She drove. She made sure we ate, had food. It was very good. It was great to have that. So, we get up there and we start setting up the booth. I got to have an adventure with grid wall. My friends always tell me that once the grid is set up, everything's fine. And so I got the grid set up and I was like, no problem, but it wasn't like stable. Apparently I set up the grid wrong. Like, this does not surprise anyone, but I just didn't know if my grid was on the floor. It's not supposed to be on the floor. Okay, we figured that out later. It took us a while. It's fine. So yeah, we spent some time doing that. I went up to virtual knit night, and then we went to dinner. I had dinner with my friend Jessica, who lives in Seattle and came down to see me. And well, she lives in Seattle area-ish. And then my friend Erin, who works at Pacific Knit Co. with Jamie, who does all the doodles. And so that was really fun. Fun fact about me. I love rare meat, steak, burgers. So they made me a rare cheeseburger that night and I was the happiest person. Anyway, that's a little fun fact about dinner. So we went back and I did some final things to the booth and fixed the grid wall. Did some price tags, that kind of stuff. And so when the booth was all set, I knew that my friend Sandy Peters was flying in that night. And so I was like, I'm going to go sit in the lobby. And I know that a lot of people sit down there and knit every night during Red Alder too. So we went down there. So I see Sandy when he got in, which was great. I know I just saw him at Vogue, but also Vogue was really busy for both of us. So I barely got to see him. And so I also made, so my lanyard for Red Alder was really high and I really wanted to make one in I-cord. And so I used the cord quill to make my lanyard, and I got to wear it the whole weekend, and everybody's like, you're such an overachiever. I'm like, I made it in the hotel lobby on the first night. Like, it's not anything big. But it was fun, and it matched all my outfits and everything too. It was quite comical. So we stayed up too late. We stayed up too late every night. I do not sleep at these events very much. Mostly that's because I know that they don't last forever. Like, I can't have this all the time as much as I want it all the time. And so I live it up while I'm there, and then I get home and I sleep forever. I slept for 10 hours 2 nights. When I got home this time, 20 hours total from Red Alder. So that's totally normal, and that's perfectly okay with me. So Thursday was the first day of vending, and it started a half an hour early, which was very early when we had been up late the night before. But everyone was so excited that I was there and to see us. And it just, it makes me so happy when people know, who Twice Shirt Sheep is, who I am. Like, I just get so excited. And so it was a great way to start, the weekend. And I loved that. So then I also learned how nice it is to have a booth helper, because I wanted, chicken tenders for lunch from the little, cafe, that they set up in the lobby. And so, Becca went to get them, and then she goes, your chicken tenders are with Britt. Go eat them while they are warm. I will stay here. And so I got to go eat warm chicken tenders, and that was like my thing the whole weekend. I'm like, I ate warm chicken tenders. It was great. I did not get to eat warm meals every day, let me be clear. So that was really, really exciting for me. And then, so we wrapped up that first day of the marketplace, and then, we all needed dinner, and I was really excited because there was a spaghetti factory close by. And so we went there. They have macaroni cheese, which is my favorite. They also had these really cool drinks. So I really like drinking mocktails when we're traveling, and sometimes they don't always have those. And so I have to kind of figure out what to drink. But they definitely had them at Spaghetti Factory. And I got the one with cotton candy in it, and I was so excited. Becca later was like, what did it taste like? And I was like, good. She was like, okay. Whatever that means. And she was like, yeah. So it was really cool. Then we went back to the hotel. They were doing the teacher Q&A that night. So they put all the teachers up at the front of the room and asked them questions, had them introduce themselves, things like that. So that was fun to see all our friends, up there. And then, so one of my favorite things was that every night we'd go up to our room and change out of our, like, festival clothes into, like, comfy clothes. So I got to wear my sweatshirt and my rainbow slippers every night when we would come back down to knit. So that night we accidentally never made it downstairs, and we ended up having a dance party in our room. It was like a quiet dance party because it was really late. It was so fun. We had the best time. It was amazing. So anyway, that was Thursday. Friday, we had 8 hours of the marketplace, and so it was really cool. One of the girls that I talked to quite a bit on Instagram came up and told me who she was, and then it took me a minute. So it always takes me a minute when, like, someone comes up and introduces themselves to me from Instagram, because they don't know what my identifier for them is. And it's not always their name. So I'm very auditory. And so I don't hear it, right, on Instagram. And so Leah came up and was like, I'm Leah. We've been talking for a long time. I'm like, oh, okay. And then it clicked, and I went, oh, you're Leah. And she's like, yeah. This has happened a couple times now. In my head, her screen name is, I think it's Leah Both is how you say her screen name. And so in my head, that's her name. She didn't know that. Like, yeah. So anyway, I figured out who she was eventually. Thankfully, it was before she walked away. And so it was so nice to meet her and get to talk to her in person. It was great. I just have the best time meeting people. So that night we went to Mexican. Zandy always tells me about the Mexican place in Tacoma, and we got to go there, and it was really good. I'm not gonna lie. We were all super excited, and it was the happiest we had been with any of our meals since we had been there. So that was really good. And we had dinner with friends, Jean from Junie and Cy, Hope from Swanky Raven, and Kim McBride Evans, Britt from Not Bad Britt. Yeah, so we had all of those things, and then we went back to do some more knitting in the lobby, which was probably my favorite part. It's just so fun to sit and knit with other knitters, and I love it. So Saturday was Valentine's Day, and of course I had to wear my Valentine's Day outfit. So this sweater was part of it. This is my girlfriend Cardi in Ball Yarn, the Sealed with a Kiss colorway. And then much to my sister's dismay, I brought my my pink, it is technically a tutu, but I think we're just gonna call it like a tulle skirt, my pink tulle skirt. Because it's not what everybody thinks. It's like, it's not a toddler tutu, it's like an adult tutu, which Just ask Maggie from Yarnacious. And so I put it under my dress because I ended up bringing the wrong like outfit, and it actually worked out great. And so it was just kind of this subtle like thing underneath, which was really cool, and felt very festive for the holiday. So, yes. And then, oh yes, I was very excited to wear my sparkle jacket for the banquet. There are certain events that I reserve my sparkle jacket for, when I can bring it and all of those things. And so I went up and changed into my sparkle jacket, and I could not walk like 3 feet without someone telling me how cool this jacket was. It is the coolest jacket. I'll see if I can find the picture, but I completely forgot to take pictures. Hope was the only one that got a picture with me in it. And I had these really cool new, like sparkle butterfly, like things that go around my ear, like these ear hoops. Oh, it was so fun. I had such a blast wearing this outfit for a couple hours. So we went to the banquet. I got salmon for dinner, so that was exciting. And Kate Atherley was the keynote speaker. She was talking about the history of sock knitting. And then we got down with that, and we went back to our lobby knitting. And so that was really fun. I just remembered that I haven't shown you any of my yarn, so I'll just show it all to you at the end, because I don't remember when I got it. It just kind of all showed up. So Sunday was the last day, and something really exciting happened. So we, so the whole weekend, there is a, large red rubber duck named Red, and you had to find him in the marketplace every day, and you could submit where he was for prizes. Now, I had kindly suggested to Amy that, who's one of the organizers of the event, that I would be happy to have Red in my booth. Like, that is not an issue at all. And she was like, okay. And so I didn't hear anything about it. I didn't think anything of it. So I went to, like, say something to Jamie and Aaron, who were on the other side of the vendor hall. And I came back, and the marketplace had been open for a couple minutes. And so there was a customer, and then I was talking to her. And then I just start freaking out. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And she's like, what is going on? And I like move her over a couple feet, and she starts freaking out. Red the duck was in my booth, and I was so happy. Like, it reinvigorated my whole vibe for the day. I was so excited that Red the duck was in my booth. So we had to do a photo shoot with Red the duck, of course, and all the things. Zandy came over, and I showed him the Red the duck, and he looks at me and he goes, if they wanted that to be a surprise, this is not the place they should have left it. Because I was like constantly like helping people and stuff, and I was just so excited that Red was there, and they're like, you know what, that's great. Keep your energy about it. So I had a great time with Red the duck. He was my special booth visitor on Sunday. So and Sunday was really nice because I got to talk to a lot of my vendor friends, and kind of wrap that stuff up. I will say Red Alder was really hard to leave. Like, I have trained myself really well to like, okay, the event happens, everybody goes home, and so like the event is over. The event doesn't exist anymore. And it might happen again next year. It might be a little bit different, like all those things. Like, I've worked really hard on that so that I'm not sad when I leave. But this was so hard. Like, we got to all live together for like 5 days, and it was so, like, it was so good. And so to leave was really hard. I had massive withdrawals from this one. And so we broke down the booth, got everything put back into my car. I managed to fit a booth there and back in my Honda. I should get massive points for that. So anyway, okay, so let me show you the yarn I got. Once again, I did not need yarn. I got yarn for a project that I've been looking for, though. So let's not start with that, of course. So this was my friend from Junie and Sai, and I kept going to visit it, and so then it had to like make its way to me. So this is Pool Party and DK. And I think I'm gonna do a whole sweater in Pool Party, but I think this one might be like a cowl or a hat or something. I have a lot of plans for hats lately, so it might be a cowl. It might be like a Just Keep Swimming cowl, because that would actually be perfect with the fact that it's called Pool Party. So that is that one. This one was staring at me, They were in the booth across, like, kitty corner from us. This is Quantum Entanglement Vacay. Look at this. It's called Valencia. It's super soft. It's 85 extra fine merino and 15% nylon. And I went over there to get it because I was thinking about it like all day. And then all but one were gone because the lady in front of me bought like 5 skeins of them. And so this one was mine. So it worked out fine. It was totally okay, right? Anyway. And so then this is Sea Change Fibers. This is Divine and Lupine. I think these are going to be super cool together. I think I'm going to do a shawl that like uses 2 colors. She is opening a shop near me and I'm super excited about it. And so I wanted something to be able to make and wear there. So this is 75% merino and 25% silk. So it feels different and it feels really cool, which I'm excited about. Okay, so then I have been super obsessed with sparkle yarn lately because Irina from Fiber Chats made a top in sparkle yarn and I blame her. And then I was obsessed with it. So, but I've also been wanting something to wear over my sparkle things. So I have sparkle shirts up the wazoo and I have a sparkle dress and all of these things. And so I was trying to figure out like what I could wear over them. Like I needed to knit like a black like bolero thing. Like I have this in my head. I haven't quite found the pattern for it yet, but I have an idea of what I want. And so then I found this black sparkle yarn from Stranded by the Sea. It has a rainbow sparkles in it. Obsessed. So I got 4 skeins of it, but they're only 50 gram skeins and it's sport weight. So that like doesn't really count, right? So it's not 4 whole skeins. It's just like 1 skein for a project, maybe? So it's a project. It's a whole project, see? So I got 8 skeins, but I feel like that one should not count. Ooh, look at those all together too. Anyway, so yeah. So see, I didn't get that many and I got less than I did at Vogue. So that's good, right? We're making progress. It's fine. Okay, yeah, so that is it. Red Alder was such a good trip. I'm so excited for next year. Can we just like fast forward because I need to go to Red Alder again, like right now. All right, so stay tuned for my next adventures and we will talk soon.